Good morning. I'm Marko Saarinen. I'm Development Cooperation Counselor at the Embassy of Finland. And our ambassador has spoken at length what we do, so I won't go into that. But we do support circular economy regionally in Africa as well as in South Africa as part of our funding. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Chris White. I've been around the block a few times and been in circularity probably for about 35 years, long before they called it circularity. I'm currently an executive director of the African Circular Economy Network and director also of the ACEN Foundation. Very proud to see where the organization has got to. We are now represented in 42 countries across Africa, and we have proudly developed the voice of Africa in circularity. So I'm looking forward to this. I've been involved in all sorts of things, particularly on the innovative side, for many, many years. I've got 19, 20 awards, local, national, global awards for the work I've done, particularly around innovation in terms of creating value chains and problematic waste streams. So I love the idea in terms of the startups and new ideas and see what comes through. I've got a pretty good idea in terms of what works and what doesn't work. I've failed, I've won. So I look forward to this engagement. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Darren.
Good morning, everybody. It's so chilly this morning. My name is Darren. I'm an associate at Launch Africa. We are a VC firm. We have 2 funds. We've invested in more than 100 companies from our first fund, and we're in the process of raising capital for our second fund to deploy across startups on the African continent at the seed stage. So looking forward to hear the pitches from the companies and the founders. Good luck to you as well. Thank you.
Thank you. I invite Sarah Mandri from WWF SA. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. A pleasure to be here. My name is Sarah Mandri. I'm from WWF. I'm a finance sector specialist. I work in the sustainable finance team where we have a suite of different green financial solutions. We have impact investing solutions that incorporate high ESG criteria, as well as a Reg 28 mutual fund where I sit on the investment committee. And then in my career, I've been an analyst before. I've sat on a few credit funds, so working from small-scale businesses all the way up to large-scale infrastructure projects. And even in my role as WWF, I've run a few pitching competitions before. I've sat on judging panels of quite a few pitching panels. So this type of event really excites me because I love seeing the ideas that entrepreneurs come up with, innovations, how the new breed of entrepreneurs are taking in ESG considerations into everything they do, and specifically designing solutions that's going to benefit the planet in the long term. So looking forward to it, and thank you again for having me.
Thank you so much. May I please ask Jeanette Blackbeard to come up? You'll have 3 minutes. The judges have 1 minute to ask a question, or 2 minutes. I'll be generous. 2 minutes to ask a question, but no other questions, please.
Hi, I'm Jeanette from Enough, South Africa's first upcycled beauty health brand. Our mission to redefine beauty by using nature's upcycled ingredients in order to create sustainable skin and hair care solutions. Stress, lifestyle, inadequate skin and hair care solutions, and toxic ingredients are all causing accelerated aging and premature hair loss. Enough offers a solution that's made from clean, non-toxic and plant-based formulas using upcycled ingredients. Our current range is made from byproducts from the coffee as well as fruit juice industries. Globally, the clean beauty industry is growing at 12% and is estimated to reach 15.3 billion by 2028. And the global scalp care market is growing at 6.6% and is estimated to reach 134 billion by 2028. Our sustainable highlights include diverting 18.3 kilograms of coffee from landfill and the seeds of 360,000 blueberries. My business is self-funded and bootstrapped to the value of 575,000. Since our launch in late October 2023, we've won 2 beauty awards, onboarded 7 distributors, and 2 of them being physical retailers, including the Faithful to Nature store at the V&A waterfront. We've sold 256 products to date and created employment for 4 women. As founder, I bring 2 decades of experience to the table, and my background ranges from advertising to manufacturing. My growth plan includes working with a pharmacist who I'm currently engaged with to develop a hair loss product made from upcycled hops, which is collected from the SAB farms as part of their Beyond Beer program. I'm also in talks with the Wellness Initiative in order to do product range and expansion and national distribution. I'm currently seeking funding of 1.5 million in exchange for 15% equity. The first million I require in year 1 in order to do aggressive marketing and to complete the R&D on my product range expansion, as well as the nanoparticle of my custom biodegradable particle for hair follicle regeneration. The balance I require in years 2 and 3 to support ongoing operational expenses. Thanks very much. I just want to leave you with my favorite saying from Will I Am: waste isn't waste until we waste it.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Jeanette Blackbeard from Blackbeard from Enough. Well done. And you are under your 2.5 minutes, under your 3 minutes, so well done. I will take a question from the judges. There's a roaming mic next to you if you have any questions. Thank you.
Sorry, could you just repeat again what the product is?
So we have a range of, at the moment, skincare products made from upcycled coffee. So I've got a body scrub made from spent coffee grinds, antioxidant serum made from upcycled coffee oil, which is extracted from the spent coffee grinds, a tissue oil, and then a blue light elixir, which is made from the upcycled blueberry seed oil. My packaging is also made from packaging waste. It's currently cut out of packaging waste, and my blue light elixir is packaged in a hemp psyllium, which is my psyllium packaging grown on like the hemp waste from the hemp industry.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, best of luck. Our second pitch of the 5 pitches today will be from Vivacious Eco Vixen by Natasha Pierce. Thank you.
Hi, good day everybody. I'm Natasha Pierce, CEO and founder of Vivacious Eco Vixen. We are an eco-conscious brand based here in Cape Town and Johannesburg. We currently upcycle and recycle clothing and textile industry waste into reusable lifestyle and home decor products. Our initiative is based in the clothing industry to revitalize textile industry. So I work alongside NGOs and we run sewing skill labs. To date, we have put 170 ladies through our sewing skill labs. I've managed to grow my business by 614% in the last 2 years. We have also created 70 permanent jobs. We are going multinational with the NBI as our project leader and project partner for a multinational skills sewing lab that we're doing. And we basically upcycle into your lifestyle decor products, so your reusable facial rounds, eco towels, and our environmental impact to date is 47,300 kgs of clothing and textile industry waste diverted from landfills and oceans. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Natasha. Just a quick question from my perspective, in terms of your vision for scalability and growth. Just a quick answer on that.
Okay, so it's a scalable model, and it's basically what we do is we leverage out to smaller micro CMTs and different hubs. So we sell to corporates at the moment. We do our normal social media uptake as well, and we supply different retailers with our product. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you. Our third pitch is from Agriman, Francois Berger. You have 3 minutes.
To keep within 30 minutes for something that you're passionate about is difficult. So I'll have to keep with my notes, if you will please excuse me for that. So yes, my name is Francois Berger. I'm the founder of Agriman, and yes, thanks for the opportunity. We specialize in the beneficiation of wastewater sludge, so you are all involved. Disposal of sewage sludge is a challenge. Landfill is no longer an option. Sacrificial landfill furthermore is not an option. Yes, composting is an option, but you produce a low value product. Yeah, you can also do land or farmland disposal, as we do here in the Western Cape. But the problem is that the product is 85% water. It makes the transport expensive, and your distribution radius is limited with that. On the other hand, we sit in South Africa with our soils, our poor soils, due to our weather, climate, as well as the use of chemical fertilizers for the past 60, 70 years. So the result is our soils are poor in microbial action as well as carbon. And now the question is, how can we revive our soils? And the answer lies in carbon. Carbon and microelements that is abundant in wastewater sludge. You see the two come together. For that, we had to develop a complete value chain for the sewage, from the sewage works right through to the farmer, because other companies didn't want to sell our product. You can imagine why. And yeah, so what did we do? We developed a process where the sludge is dry, disinfected, stabilized and dried, and then granulated to produce a fertilizer product that can compete with conventional fertilizers in the commercial market. The product needs to be obviously dry, hard enough, the granule must be hard enough, and the hardness is important, the flow properties are important, and lastly, it must be dust-free according to the farmers. The next step is to enrich the product so that it can compete with conventional fertilizers in the market, and for that reason we developed our own blending processes and blending plants where we can formulate prescription blends to the requirement of the soil of each individual farmer. With that said, we had to render these services of soil sampling, analysis, agronomic advice, and then prepare these prescription mixes to the farmer. The result is farmers are prepared to pay for the product, and that's the nice thing. We are transporting our products from Pretoria right down to Riversdale, Southern Cape, and the farmers are still prepared to pay for that product. Furthermore, thank you, we can do this without to rely on gate fees from municipalities. So people in the Western Cape, we are here. I thank you.
Thank you, Francois. Just a quick question. The scale of the business, how big is it? What is your production output? Plans for capacity expansion? Do you get any idea of that?
We are constrained by supply. We are importing slush from bin to get this stage to South Africa. The challenge is our municipalities, long-term contracts. Roughly 15,000 tons.
Thank you. Our fourth pitch is from Aurora, Natural Skincare by Jacinta Singh. You have 3 minutes.
Before the CDI challenge, I never stopped to ask myself, why are there recycling bins for paper and plastic but not for material waste? What does my community need? So I created a survey and decided to understand the problem. Over 70%, including small sewing businesses, want to be responsible citizens, but they don't know how. Sorry, So I used design thinking and I came up with a solution, how to design out waste. In this way, I can eliminate single waste packaging and reduce their waste pollution. Through the Circular Economy Initiative, I now have the community donating calico offcuts. This is now used to create the drawstring pouches. Customers now get something that is durable and reusable. It's a good thing that I don't know how to sew. I learned that there are underutilized community of women, of pattern makers that are home-based, as well as seamstresses. I want to be able to bring back dignity and value to these vulnerable communities, many who have received a tough blow in life. They politely asked me to go and learn more about fabric, so I attended a Twig Fashion Day to learn more. I was inspired by a talk that told me how to weave culture and heritage into your story. So the t-shirts, the pre-loved t-shirts and the upcycle saris will be used to create kimonos and eye masks and spa accessories. But it's so much more than just keeping a high-value product. It is about inspiring hope. I want these saris to tell the story from source to seamstress, with the seamstresses signing their signature. This Tuesday would have been my mom's birthday, and I want to honor the story of her through the saris as well. I received a box of over 50 saris. The seamstresses are ready, but they have to wait. Ezekiel Museum will launch the calico bags for the breast cancer awareness workshop. There's so much that I wish I could do. Funding will help me to hire seamstresses. There's website optimization, digital, I need photography, branding assistance as well. And there is so much that I wish I could do, but there's too much to do on my own. I didn't know that this challenge would touch so many lives and so many hearts. And so I leave you with this one thought, which is an African proverb. If you want to go far, go together. Thank you.
Thank you, very interesting. I wanted to ask about the name of the business. We have it as Aurora Natural Skincare.
Correct.
But I don't understand the skincare component.
So I'm actually a cosmetic formulation scientist, ex-software engineer, but the core of Aurora is actually skincare. But I have to be flexible, and my business model has to be adaptable to where the customers are going. So the solution was actually, I'm a minimalist brand. I don't want to give you a product in a cloth paper bag that you're going to end up throwing in the bin. It's not useful to you. And I was part of the CDI challenge. And so in the last month, that's all that I learned. And to find a way to actually be circular and reduce waste, because the community is sitting with t-shirts, saris, and baby clothes that could be upcycled. They don't know what to do with it as well. So that is part of that. And because one day I want to have a spa, I want these to be the spa accessories, the kimonos, the eye masks as well. And so that's part, and it's part of the, like an extension on it.
Yeah, thanks. Just wanted to ask about your target market and its size. and what kind of growth plans you have?
So this is all very last minute that has happened, so I won't have all the figures for you. The target market is medium to high end, and people, I was told by a student, people that like luxury, because some of them actually can dip into the savings to buy something that is quality and durable as well. The size of the market, according to the channels that I've been chatting to, I've got some pre-orders as well. I'm targeting boutiques, people like, I'm looking at bridal showers, wedding showers as well, wine farms to go into that. There's potential for Durban. I mean, there's a box of saris that just came from Durban. There's also to expand it over there as well. This is all I've done and research I've done in the last 3 to 4 weeks, and this is, it's a dynamic model that's growing on its own as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our final fifth pitch will be by Adam for, I hope I'm pronouncing this properly, Okonala Browning. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Can't read my own handwriting sometimes.
Thank you. Hello there. So, my name is Adam Browning, and I'm here to talk about my business. It's very much a startup. It's called Continuous, and it's all about this. Essentially, this is why my business exists. It's what we call a single-use or one-way glass bottle. I don't think it's single-use, and I'll tell you a bit more about it. I've been on this journey for a little while now, and I've come across. Sorry, I'm a little bit lost. I've got no slide here. My goodness, I'm really falling here. So basically, this is I don't know. I'm having a bit of a panic attack. I'm really sorry. Give me one second. Sorry, I never do this. I'm going to just switch my document to where I can read written notes rather, and I'm going to catch up really slowly. Come on, internet. This has never happened to me. I'm actually going to have to walk off. I'm really sorry.
Thank you so much. We are having some technical difficulties, but we're going to take a minute or two and allow Adam just to arrange himself.
It is working, so I'm going to read from my phone. I've lost my prop now, but my name is Adam Okulala Browning. Maybe got my name right this time. I'm here to talk about my startup, Continuous, which is all about single-use glass bottles. Glass bottles, specifically what the industry calls single-use, is a bottle that's manufactured to be single-use. In South Africa, those bottles have a maximum 45% chance of being recycled. All the rest will go into landfill or pollute the wider environment. Those that have to go through recycling go through a very energy-intensive process, where they're broken into tiny pieces and then melted back into new bottles, which is basically wild. And I don't think that bottle you saw is a single-use object. I've had that bottle for about 6 months. I bought it full of spring water in a restaurant, took it home, and it's been part of my life ever since. Apart from a few very sweaty fingerprints, there's nothing wrong with it. It's absolutely fit for the purpose it was created for still. All it needs is a good clean. Now, the science of washing bottles has been around for as long as glass bottles, unsurprisingly, and human beings have gotten very good at it. The equipment is highly effective and uses far less energy than producing new ones, which ensures significant reduction in CO2 emissions. The bottle can be placed into an industrial bottle washer. There are many of them in Northern Europe, and will come out as clean and sterile as the day it was created. In Finland, we have an amazing deposit scheme. 70 million bottles pass through those machines every single year. Now, in South Africa, we produce 1.5 billion single-use bottles every year, and that number is only increasing. There are a lot of steps to go through for me to get to the goal of creating this model. but I'm really hoping I'm going to get there. Our innovation comes from not just the recycling or the reuse of bottles, but from disrupting the waste flow from existing glass recycling networks and trying to close the loop there. We're achieving this by partnering with existing recycling collectors and buying back centres and providing them with equipment and training to sort the bottles we need and give them a better rate for their scrap. We also intend to support small-scale independent collectors and waste pickers by opening up a new waste commodity. If in a few years' time we can put a value of even 50 cents on a black label bottle, I will have millions upon millions of bottles every single month to wash, and the positive impact for South Africa, its economy and its people will be huge. I am very much a startup, a very nervous one obviously, and we are looking for funding, so if you like what you hear a little bit, please do get in touch, and also if it sparks anything in your mind, you're all people here who can help me, I'd love to speak to all of you. Thanks very much.
Okay, thanks, Adam. Could you tell us a little bit where you are at the moment in your journey?
So we are pre-seed. I'm currently raising funding, so I'm pitching at the moment, hopefully better than this. But yeah, so we have a working concept, we have a full business plan, we have our first year sales already, in pre-sales, letter of intent. We've got all of our supplies, networks, the machinery we're going to buy, we're basically looking for funding. It's time to go now, essentially.
Adam, thanks. Just in terms of, you talked about a reuse model and a refill, obviously. What are you refilling and you know, what's the product? So
okay, so I don't refill any bottles. I sell the bottles back to beverage producers. So I collect bottles from the environment, whether they're craft beer, water or wine. We sort them to various types. Some are specific to one manufacturer and some can be used by many different people. So in the wine market, if you find about 100 bottles, about 50% of them will be from 4 or 5 different bottle types, so they can go back to any supplier. So we basically collect, we aggregate them, we store them, and we wash them on demand for our customers.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. May I please ask our judges to please convene in the AV room, and that gives us 10 minutes to ask questions. So may I please ask all the members who pitched to please come on stage. I'll put some chairs out for you to sit. And then may I please ask our delegates and audience to please vote on Mentimeter. We're currently projecting again the code to use. Please remember that you can only vote for one of the pitches today. Thank you, judges. Adam, we need you. If you only seen 4 pitches to vote for, please refresh your Mentimeter. All 5 of the members who've pitched with us this morning are on there. Great, congratulations, well done. So your businesses are quite established. You're way past the seed funding stage and you're well into having established your businesses. So I guess my only question, and then I will turn to our delegates and audience, I guess my only question is, you know, in such a challenging environment economically in South Africa, I'm assuming currently your businesses are still quite small, but I just wanted to find out what are the ways in which you're trying to employ people, even though you may not, you know, fully be able to keep them on board, but what are the ways that you're trying to employ and give back to particular communities you're operating in? I'll start here and you can just move the mic down.
So obviously some of my workforce is contract-based or part-time. I've also, for some of the ladies that I'm working with, funding got a little bit scarce for me, so because obviously everything in my business is self-funded. So one of the ladies that I work with, we decided to trade exchange some services. So because I come from the creative industry, I did all my own design work. So all my branding, packaging, everything is designed by me. So I trade exchange my design services in order for her to assist me. So yeah, that's pretty much how I'm trying my best to create employment, and yeah.
Okay, so I currently employ 35 permanent staff members, and then we freelance out. So our project that we're running at the moment now, we have 73 freelance workers that we're working with from different smaller hub niche CMTs. So I try to use freelance work as well with the permanent employment that we have. So there's freelance work that happens according to whatever projects we have, but it's silly season now, so that's when the freelance workers score big time with us.
Hey everyone. So my brand's pretty new. It's actually a vegan, cruelty-free skincare brand, and also a professional coach. I'm actually a software engineer, ended up in this section, and now something else. I'm pretty much the only person doing everything, working on the business, in the business, no sleep. In terms of hiring, it's mostly contract work or part-time work if I needed help with something. At the moment, I'm involved in a lot of, I would say, social impact work with these eco-museums. I'm a part of English Alive, and I do give back my time to the youth development programs around mental health, entrepreneurship, there's like a whole lot of other topics, sustainability. I'm also working with female empowerment. I ended up in this program by chance, the CBI. I was asking the CEO of Heavy Chef, I was on stage here and I wanted his t-shirts. I was like, what do you do with your pre-loved t-shirts? And someone was walking past and said, hey, have you heard of the CEI? I said, for what? And that Thursday evening I went online and I saw this challenge was happening and the deadline was that weekend and I entered. So it's a pretty new space to be in, but I was doing something for Mediba Day with these eco-museums to upcycle t-shirts and teach women how to create t-shirt yarn and storage baskets, etc. That's pretty much it.
Cool, so yeah, I'm very much a startup. I don't even pay myself at the moment, but year one is 25 hires. They will all be permanent hires, growing to hopefully 50 in year two. And as well as our internal hires, we're also aiming to create additional jobs in the communities by putting a value on glass bottles. So anyone who is a waste picker will be able to generate additional income for themselves across the country by collecting glass bottles.
Yeah, from our side, we start off with people, unskilled people, tractor operators, front-end loader drivers, etc. And then obviously as we go up in the value stream, we employ engineers, agronomists, etc. So yeah, 36 people at this moment. And yeah, once again, because we work on different sewage treatment plants, we employ people from that area, especially the operators, etc.
That's incredible. Just the 5 of you here are making such an impact on employment in South Africa. That's really commendable, and it takes really brave entrepreneurs like yourself. So give yourselves a pat on the back and well done. And also well done on your amazing pictures. I'm quite a nervous person. I don't know, I probably would have fallen apart a million times, but you held your own and you guys did really well. Congratulations. I am going to ask our delegates and audience to please contribute with any comments or questions that you might have for any of our pictures today. We do have a roving mic, so if you just raise your hand, the mic will make its way to you. Thank you.
Hi, those are really interesting. About the bottle washing, what's your plan with circulating the water? How are you going to look after the water?
So the equipment is actually quite sophisticated. It circulates water inside it quite successfully, and then any water that comes out of the machine, we actually use most of it for pre-rinsing, for soaking labels up and stuff, and then it goes into a specific process where it's cleansed and then made safe to go back into wastewater. We also do heat recovery on it as well, so all of that heat that's in that water goes back into the machine to heat recovery to reduce the energy consumption.
Sure. Before I ask my question or follow up on what you said, Adam, I just want to encourage everyone to please complete their voting. We need your votes as well as our judges' votes in order to conclude. So please do, if you haven't, please vote and then close your Mentimeter so that we can close voting. We'll give you maybe another 2 more minutes to do so. Thank you. Adam, may I ask, so what were your startup costs?
So
Because that sounds very expensive.
it's quite high. Around 10.5 million rand is what we're pitching for at the moment. And hopefully not quite as nervous as this, but it's actually going well. We've sent our investment deck out in the last 2 weeks, and we've got 4 pitches with funds lined up for the next month or so, which is good. 4 for 4 almost. So I'm excited and I'm hopeful. It's a really, truly impactful business, and it's something that has to happen. It's not actually if it happens for me, it's when it happens. It's going to have to happen. We can't continue using glass the way that we are. We all love it. Glass bottles are beautiful, but it's actually a finite resource, and it's not sustainable the way it is.
Jeanette, can I ask you the same thing? What were your startup costs? Just start your business. I know you did this on your own, you've been instructed. So far, if you have a figure, can you just give us an idea?
Yeah, so I've put in 575,000, so I probably, I haven't used all of that, but it's been close on that. Yeah, your own funds, and then obviously I haven't paid myself a salary in the last 3 years, so you just got to, that I haven't taken into account. I've had to fund myself, but yeah, that's been my hard costs within the business.
Natasha, what have your hard costs been, and how much more do you need? Thank you.
Okay, so I started my business with 500 rand and a borrowed sewing machine. We finished the 2023 financial year on 963,000 rand. And that's within a 5-year period that I grew the business. So yeah, at this point in time, we are doing pretty well. We are growing, and like I said, 1st of October, we go multinational with our 7 Skills Lab and program. We do have funding. I'm not pitching for funding, I'm pitching for market access. So it's market access, partnership, and collaboration. I'm saying to you, I am your solution sitting on this stage. So if you have a sustainability project that you need help with, please do contact with me and make contact so that I can help you possibly set up a proper project. And it is not limited to just clothing and textile industry. So I'm the disruptor, I'm the solution you're looking for.
Thank you, Natasha. 500 rand to almost 1 million rand, that's really impressive. Well done, and that's very inspiring. Jacinta, may I extend the question to, first of all, if you do understand what were your startup costs, and secondly, the skincare space is so saturated and there's a lot of competition. So if you can also just give us an idea and a sense of how you think your company might be able to do in the next 3 to 5 years, and what is your marketing strategy to kind of set yourselves apart in the skincare game?
There's a long and a short answer.
You can answer one of those questions.
So, how many of you actually suffer with sensitive skin or have some kind of skin disorder? I've been struggling from the time I was a teenager with this, and I didn't realize I was the solution to my own problem. I left behind IT consulting, a very flashy job, the good salary, to become a full-time postgrad student at UCT's Hair and Skin Research Lab, where I learned how to make safe skincare formulations. So for me, the first thing I taught myself was how to make Castile soap. It was extra virgin olive oil is coming straight from the farm. My startup cost, if you can call that, it was 20 rand to make soap. At the time, it was quite cheap to make soap. From that 20 rand, I was able to make, I think, like 1,000 soaps or something, which I sold to the health shop. And that's how I started, and I ended up in the space. To date, I've used a lot of my savings. I do have funding as well, but it's minimal. So I must have spent about 250,000. My brand stands out because not only is it vegan, cruelty-free, it's oil-based. People here in Cape Town know about Day Zero, so my products do not have any water. If you are traveling, there's a gel tomorrow cleanser, which is kind of the competitor of Skuan, but I have it in a tin. You can use it when you're traveling, when you're flying. It's not part of your liquids. Basically, just apply it, spritz water, so even if you're in the middle of nowhere, there's no water, and you wipe it out. My products are free of common allergens, especially essential oils, which are toxic to aquatic life. So my products are safe for ocean as well. I can't remember any of the other questions, but if you have any
No, thank you, just Francois, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to take one more question because we are out of time. Please do ask your question.
Thank you, and it goes actually to you, Francois. Did I get it right that you currently import sludge from Namibia?
Under great difficulty, our Basel Convention, etc.
Okay, I'm doing it now very selfish on my part because I live in Zeekoevlei, which is the biggest freshwater lake in Cape Town, and we are under siege regarding, dirty stormwater coming in, which is full of E. coli. We have a huge wastewater plant sitting next to it that is also kind of regularly leaking into the Vlei. We are very actively engaged with the city of Cape Town on this. Is this something that would interest you, that we perhaps facilitate a discussion with the city of Cape Town about your innovation?
That's why I'm pitching.
It shall be done. Thank you so much. Thank you all. May I please invite our judges back? Thank you so much. May I invite our judges back, please? Mark, if you can come up on behalf of the judges to... Thank you so much. Mark,
Okay, thank you. Okay, it was a very difficult task to judge the contestants. It's a very short pitch, and you have to be able to present various different aspects of your business in such a short time. So it's not a task that I would envy on any of the participants. I think we would have a round of applause for all the participants before we go. So as you know, we were four judges plus the audience vote for the winner. And we were looking at various different criteria, and I will announce the audience favorite, and then the ambassador will announce the winner. Because audience favorite, it added to the points, but unfortunately it was not enough to win the whole competition. So the audience favorite is continuous. I'll hand over to the ambassador to announce the winner and give the award.
Yes, thank you very much. So I come from a country of extreme competition, that's Korea, where the awards are so important. But on the other hand, I come of a country of equality. So I think all these 5 performances were really amazing, what I have been told to. And but there's in this time just one who gets this marvelous airline, as you can see here. It's like we have our national airline, Finnair. They look like this, so this is modeled according to them. And then we have, of course, the great prize to go to the country of the happiest people in the world. And the winner is enough.